Hello, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. What's going on? Today, I'm going to review Davidoff Cool Water Intense for you. Think of it more like an initial impression, and it's a sample review. So make sure that you understand this is not absolute full-on bottle review. It can, the whole fragrance review could be a little bit different if it was full-on bottle because big sprays sometimes make difference in terms of longevity and projection. Okay, remember that. So. Hope everybody's doing good. It's a nice quiet morning, even though it's 9 a.m. already. People are going towards office and all that. And first of all, very big thanks to my dear brother Belal Sharif Bhai, my neighbor and my fellow fraghead. Awesome dude. One of my best friends in the community. He gave me four generous samples recently with beautiful bottles. This is the sample I'm going to be reviewing it from. This is the Cool Water Intense, and then he also gave me three other. I'll show you. I'll review them in time. I have Oud Niroli by Bulgari. This is one of the latest releases. Very beautiful fragrance, that one. And then some vintage stuff. This is Polo Green Vintage from his father's bottle. He also decanted this for me as a gift. The love in the community is unbelievable. And then some Boss bottle BB. This is the vintage version, very first formulation from Hugo Boss bottle line. Okay, this is also his father's collection. So I'm going to be reviewing that all. These are very, very precious fragrances to me, two new and two vintage. So thank you so much, Belal Sharif Bhai. Hope you are having a nice day and hope you enjoy this review just like everyone else. So Cool Water, I have been a big fan of this fragrance since the beginning. I know this is one of the top sellers, one of the classics. Many men throughout the world, like Fahrenheit, this one, like Polo Green, a lot of fragrances got like top sellers. Versace Manu Fresh, Versace Poro. This fragrance right here has been a top seller and still selling. It has number of flankers as well, and this comes in different bottle sizes, smaller, bigger, and always a classic. The fragrance, if I explain it in like two sentences, I would say like green, blue, refreshing at the same time. Some lavender. That's the basic framework of this. Very simplistic scent and very nostalgic scent. Many men love it. Even until today, it sells a lot. And this has a lot of fakes as well. So I love this so much. Even I love the women's version. I have the original. It's almost finished actually, but I went through a lot of this Cool Water line. So this is for the women's side. This also smells damn nice. Men can wear it. So since their releases, they have a lot of flankers, and these two fragrances are quite inexpensive still, rather on the affordable side. But the latest one, Cool Water Intense, comes in the same flacon as this one, Cool Water bottle. It just be like much darker bottle. You can see dollars and cents his channel. He actually reviewed this one. I believe not that many people reviewed this perfume yet, the Intense version. So the bottle, you can Google it. You can see same bottle, just the color will be different. And the spreads on these are very, very good. Price on these are kind of expensive right now. If you buy the big bottle, you have to pay around $65, and that is like a retail price. And is it worth the retail price or anything worth the retail price? I'll let you know. So I'm just letting you know the prices on these. I was very close to buying this. The story for this, I was going to blind buy it because there's no way I can sniff it. And one fine day, when I was ready to go, I was gonna pay that money and go buy the perfume. That same night, Bilal Sharif Bhai knocked me in the messenger. He said, "Hey bro, are you free?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Could you just come over for a while? I have a few things I want to give you." I'm like, "Okay." And then he gave me these four samples. We had like almost 2 hours of chit chat in the car, talking about fragrances and other stuff. And then I got to test it. I have it on my skin, and I'll let you know first of all the good size of this perfume. Okay, initial impression. Okay, I wore it like 3 days. This is like one of the nicer releases, I would say. Okay, some of the good things. Um, let's talk about some of the bad things first. Okay, then we'll talk about the good things. Some of the bad things, first of all, I had huge expectation from this one to be more intensified version of Cool Water. I said it in Fragrantica, I think. And this fragrance smells nothing like the Cool Water original, if you already do not know. That is the first disappointing part for me. I think even Sick Eternity, they release a perfume or something stronger version. I hope that one smells like old EDT. So the thing is, first thing, I'm a little bit disappointed in this one is that no similarity between these two. This is a whole new fragrance. And I think the reason being, I talked with Belal Sharif Bhai also this matter, that they just, perhaps Davidoff is not selling, like they have this new fragrance called Running Wild or something, and they do not have that many new releases that can actually capture the market in like instantly, like Paco Rabanne does, Versace does. Rather, this house, they wanted to use, like many other houses they do, they want to use something popular, their top seller, Cool Water name, and package it in that bottle so they might sell, because a lot of fans of original Cool Water may just buy it for the bottle or just the loyalty towards Cool Water. Even as a blind buy, many people initially would buy it. So that's perhaps the conceptually they use the same name and the flacon. Second thing, disappointed about this one is, for me, it doesn't really stand out. Okay, sorry, not in this hand. It does not really stand out in the crowd of a lot of designer fragrances. It smells very, very familiar. So I constantly, not just Davidoff, I constantly wait for releases to be unique, not just another flanker, or if it's a flanker, it should be a stronger version. So this fragrance will smell familiar to you with a lot of designer other fragrances. But it's a good thing or bad thing at the same time. Okay, and the prices on these, I'll tell you, discuss with you. The prices on Cool Waters always usually go down after 6-7 months. It will hit the discounters. So at this point, if you cannot wait, you definitely can go and buy the bottle. It's still pretty much affordable. It's not like out of reach, but $65 for a Cool Water, people, I think, all worldwide would actually wait for the prices to go down. So pretty much expect somewhere between $40 would be a good price for this one. Okay. The fragrance, now coming to some of the good things. The fragrance is made by Annick Menardo, and she is like, Annick Menardo is one of the boss ladies in the fragrance game. She makes some of the best perfumes in designer game. If you can just go to Fragrantica and check, I'm sorry, construction going on, some noise coming. So I'm saying she made some excellent fragrance. You can check her profile. She made this one. Second thing is, this perfume has great longevity. For a fresh perfume, it does have good push. Projection, 1 to 2 hours max, but the longevity is much better than original Cool Water. So performance is good. Third thing is good about this fragrance is, this fragrance smells really nice in the opening. You know, if you just spray this, it has amazing sprayer, by the way. So when you smell it for the first time, it's just so refreshing. It has 3 notes, I guess: amber, mandarin orange, and I believe there is, what was the third one? I just have to remember the 3. What's the other one? I'm sorry, you know, I cannot remember this point, but there are like 3 notes only in this perfume. Okay. So what I really get is that opening. It's really, that opening is unique actually on this one. I never had smelled something similar, but not exact same opening. So very refreshing, very light, something a Pen Elegance would make. That opening is very niche like. Okay. Very lively, the fruity, citrus, and I think there's coconut. Yes, that's the third note of this fragrance. So I do not detect so much coconut in the opening, but definitely I get something like aldehydes. No, not aldehydes. It's like, it's not even oceanic. It's something like fruity, tropical kind of a smell, and it's light. It's citrusy, kind of watery. It's mandarin orange like. So almost like a, I don't know. It's like a very citrusy, transparent opening. It's not a heavy, thick coconut. If you hate that, if it's not a thick orange, it's nothing something would hate. It's instant love. The opening is built like Alberto Morias would make, something that would appeal to everybody. So this fragrance, kind of like new Invictus, like Aqua, that family, but the opening is different. So I like the opening. On the dry down, it settles down on your skin, kind of like a creamy, not so creamy, but kind of creamy, like a sweet coconut on your skin. It's very tropical, very fresh, fruity kind of a perfume. So it will appeal to everybody. I think it's a mass crowd pleaser. It will sell a lot, but at this point, I don't know how it's selling because the prices are retail. So I think this is going to be good for modern like times, you know, like people, the youngsters who actually never got to experience or never liked original Cool Water. This will appeal to them. Maybe this is the modern Cool Water. You can see it that way. So the fragrance I like a lot. Just gonna wait for the prices to go down perhaps. Not saying it's super bad pricing. There are much more expensive fragrances, but Cool Water, we all know, even Versace, Paco Rabanne, their prices go down to somewhere like $40 to $50 later on. even in couple of months, and then when you buy it for, let's say, 70 and you later see it becomes 40, it really disappoints you, it really hurts you. But if money is not an issue, you can definitely get it. So that's the one thing I would say, but it's a nice release. I'm not going to put it down just because of the price tag. Any new fragrance will have maximum retail pricing, okay? So I really like it. I think it's going to be good for summer and spring. And the presence of this fragrance is not heavy or thick. Remember that. It will last a long time, but it has a light, nice sillage or projection around you. It's good for office, gym, school, just not offensive at all. So I believe there is a little bit of this factor of ISO super in this one, okay, or Ambroxan, I'm not sure, which makes it like Dior Sauvage, how that works. So this, I believe, works the same way, but this is not a Dior Sauvage. So overall, like conclusion wise, Davidoff Cool Water Intense is a nice release, nothing to do with the original, and it's a brand new release. It's just they using the name and the bottle. This fragrance will be for any age, from schoolgoers right up to your grandfather. Anybody would like it. It's, think of a modern interpretation of either Aqua di Gio or Cool Water or Bulgari Aqua. This is like a modern freshie. So overall, this fragrance, how much I'm gonna give this? Based on what I smell, the smell is kind of like 9 out of 10. Performance is also 9 out of 10. This fragrance is getting like around 9 out of 10 from me because it has that longevity to back it up, right? So check it out. Do not blind buy this. Go to mall, sniff it, try to get a sample. Belal Sharif Bhai, if you're in Bangladesh, he is decanting these things, some of his collection, so you can knock him if you know him through our group. He can provide you with a sample of 2, 5 or 10 mLs, right? So you can give it a try. You might like it enough to buy it, or you just can be happy with the decant itself. So that's my verdict on this one. Pretty solid release, and thanks Ifran Bhai for bringing this for the first time in Bangladesh. It's always respect to you, more power to you, brother. And this is gonna be a good seller, I think so. So that's the review for today. Everybody take care, have a very nice day. Thanks for watching, and thanks for providing me with all the love and support. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.